Hey guys, this is Gigi, and it is August the 13th, 2024. And I'm just coming in to talk about this YSL case for all of you who are interested and who are following the case. So, my opinion about this case has really changed. At first, I thought these were studio rappers or studio gangsters. You know, basically a musical group, a rap group that basically pretended to be gangsters in the studio. But now, after following this case, I really believe that these are gangsters who were pretending to be a rap group. I mean, the evidence that they had, the gang affiliated tattoos, they identified as Bloods, they possessed plenty of firearms, illegal drugs, and most importantly, they were attached to several bodies. I mean, you have Donovan Thomas, you have Shymel Drinks, you have James Yarborough, all attached to YSL in one way or another. So that's hard to defend. The fact that you are commingling with what they call the one of the 10 most dangerous criminals in Atlanta is Kenneth Copeland, what you guys call Little Woody or Woody or however you pronounce it. He is considered one of the 10 most dangerous criminals in Atlanta. So that connection there, the connection with the rented car, I mean, that's hard to defend. You have all of these people who are covering this case, and I mean, are they not promoting the defense? I don't know. I mean, it seems like it. I mean, you have on one sense, you have the Kayla Bumpus, who, for whatever reason, did not represent Woody appropriately in that ex parte meeting, whether she was supposed to be there or not. You have all these lawyers on these podcasts and have doing shows and stuff. And you're like, okay, this is why people out here in the real world can't afford a real lawyer, because they all have podcasts. They're licensed, right? So why are they not representing people? We need lawyers out in the real world representing us in these real cases. You have Doug Weinstein. On one case, you want Kayla Bumpus to be quiet, and I can't really say anything to her if you don't say anything to Doug Weinstein, who was going on the Meg Kuniff show or something, who was actually on Vlad. You should pay more attention to what's going on, because there's a greater dynamic happening here in this case. And the people that live in that county, their tax money is going to that. If they have to go to court for something, they have to contend with this corrupt court that we see live and in action. And I mean, even the housing authority, 2 out of 9, I think, Fulton County Housing Authority board members resigned amidst an investigation into mismanagement of funds, sexual harassment, and gross incompetence. I mean, the entire county is mismanaged. It reminds me a little bit of PG County, but I'm not going to go there. I mean, Fulton County it's just ridiculous how the justice system is being run in Fulton County. So who's who's benefiting from that justice? The fact that we have to sit here and watch this justice system with Kenneth Copeland, saying, I don't recall putting on the show. I mean, he said he was going to say that anyway in the ex parte meeting, and they actually told him to say that. They told him that that's what, he could say, or what he should say in an instance, but that's because they were coercing him, and I feel like they thought, this is Hilton and Love and Glanville was in the meeting as well, but I feel like they, thought that he was going to go, at least give them some information that would be valuable to them. But you're dealing with somebody who's already told you he's a liar. You're dealing with someone who's already said that he finessed the police and he doesn't tell them the truth at all, and he doesn't remember his lies that he told. So he doesn't recall. And so we're wasting the taxpayers' money with him acting a fool, and probably the one that did it. And I mean, it can't be proven, but I mean, from what I've seen, it seemed like he might be the one that did it. So anyway, it's just getting a bit out of hand. And one of the things that, again, I don't understand is how is it that we have overlooked the fact that Brian Steele, what was the other one? David Botts, and I think it was Bruce Harvey. Yeah. Why are we overlooking the fact that they hosted Judge Whitaker's 2022 re-election fundraiser? Is that not a reason for her to have recused herself? Is she just playing impartial just to set up the mistrial so these guys can get off again? Brian Steele represented Quantavious Greer in 2007. YSL has a long relationship with Brian Steele. So I understand why Glanville, or I don't know exactly who it was, but I know it came up that Steele should have been on the RICO charge with them. But yeah, because he's been representing them since 2007. So he's the go-to guy. And ironically, in that 2007 trial with Quantavious Greer, he received a recusal and a new trial in that case. So is this a strategy of Brian Steele? I mean, because like I said, the defense is only winning because the state is so weak. And I just think that it's going to be a mistrial because basically Judge Whitaker owes Brian Steele, David Botts, and Bruce Harvey a favor. And so I think this is all a big setup. I think they're just showing Woody off, and this is considered one of the 10 most dangerous criminals in Atlanta. You have dead bodies of young black men who had moms and dads and sisters and brothers and people who love them, who have died to this gang violence, and we're putting it on the pedestal and making it seem like this is some type of big glamorous thing. And you have all these people looking in with these legal shows, looking at these young black gangsters as a little spectacle and just kind of dissecting this and that, and it's so annoying. It's so annoying. And so anyway, that's my take. I'm sorry, but I'm sick of this YSL case. If they're going to have a mistrial, just go ahead and have a mistrial. And look at, they're stealing the money. The people in Fulton County can't get housing. They can't get justice. More people are going to get away with crimes that they probably committed because of how weak and ineffective the prosecution was, and probably the schools and everything else. I just don't think it's funny anymore. And so I guess we'll see soon what happens to this trial, if we'll get a mistrial. But remember, Judge Whitaker should have recused herself. And I don't like the fact that she did not. And this impartial act, I'm not going to say act, but her impartiality, in my opinion, is just there until she rules a mistrial for this case. We'll see. Anyway, have a good evening and see you soon. Peace.